Hi there, I'm Zalora. For additional free content and to join the crew community, go to traktician.co.za. Links in pinned comment. The sign up is completely free. Come join us there. Enjoy the reaction.
Okay, so now on to a request from Sonja. We've got a couple to do for Sonja. We've got a couple to do for Sammy. We've got a couple to do for Christina. These are all things that were paid for before I went to my hiatus, and then I just told them, unfortunately, I have to just get away from this, and as I get back, I will do them. So this is the catch up, right? So we're going to be catching up over the next couple of weeks and months until we're completely done with that. So bear with me, I'll filter that in between other tracks as well, but we're going to catch everything up. I'm not taking anything else on, we're not doing any skip the lines, we're not taking anything else until we've done all of that. So moving on to Peter Gabriel, In Your Eyes. Heard of that name? I think we might have reacted to Peter Gabriel before, and I think it might have been a request from Sonja as well. Anyway, this is called In Your Eyes. Let's see what we got over here. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. Okay, so we got obviously an older one.
I get so lost sometimes. Days pass, and this emptiness fills my heart. When I want to run away, I drive off in my car. But whichever I come back to the place you are. All my instincts, they return. The grand facade so soon will burn. Without a noise, without my pride, I reach out from the inside.
I like the resemblance of the actual shadows over here, so it's kind of like we're basically the same, right? We're two individual peoples, but when we come together, we're literally the same thing, essentially. Like, take away all of our sort of like definitions and all those kind of things, forget about all of that, right? When we together, we are this one homogenous thing, which I think is very cool. But you do have those moments in a relationship where things get tough, all right? And then sort of run away from the situation. We tend to do that a lot. So it's like when things go bad, you're having a fight or whatever else, you run away. I don't actually do that because I lived in a house where my father did that all the time, right? And I prefer to just stay at home, right? Even though I don't want to be spoken to for like an hour, just let me cool down. Then afterwards, I'm happy to talk, right? Unlike my wife, she will press. She will press. I want to talk about it now. It's like, I don't want to talk about it right now. Just leave me alone. And I don't want to talk about it right now. Do you know what I mean? That's me, at least. I'm one to, I'd rather just diffuse the whole thing. Let me think about it. I'm very much one of those kind of people that if I'm wrong, I will come with the tail in between my legs and a shattered ego and be like, all right, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I apologize. That was me. I apologize. Do you know what I mean? That kind of thing. But I need my space to sort of do that, essentially. I don't like to be pressed in the fucking moment, but I also will not. This is my home, where my child lives, or where my wife lives. I'll never feel like the strength in the house is leaving, right? It's kind of like, it makes me feel very vulnerable. It's like, I'm gonna leave here because I'm sick and tired of it. Just wonder where I'm gonna go. I'll never do that. I'll never do that to my family. It was done to me, and it was always very uncertain. So yeah, it's just something I can't do. Carry on.
In your eyes, the light, the heat, I am complete. See the doorway, the thousand churches, resolution of all the fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light and the heat. Oh, I wanna be that complete.
I love the African type drums in this. These fucking sweets. I don't know if you guys have ever tasted these sweets. We've got them in South Africa. I think they're called I can't remember the damn name of these sweets. These things are amazing. They're fizzy. When you put them in your mouth, they like fizz up. Right? They're like fizzy sherbet type sweets. Fire. And obviously they've got all these messages. True love. Blah, 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 blah. Obviously I love Sonja over here. And I love the fact that he's playing into, I want to be what you expect me to be in your eyes, right? I like the way you see me is so important. Like I want to be something great to you, as you know, like the way I see you is how I want you to see me, you know, something great where regardless of what happens when we come back to each other, that is basically the representation of home. It's where my soul can rest because we're together, essentially.
I don't like this.
Random B-roll to just throw in those sweets, but you know how they did music videos back then. They just try to fill spaces with bullshit sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like absolutely unnecessary to put this in here. But anyway, carry on.
I don't like to see so much pain, so much wasted, and this moment keeps slipping away. I get so tired working so hard for our survival. I look to the time with you to keep me awake and alive. And all my instincts, they return, and the grand facade so soon will burn. Ooh, without a noise, without my pride.
I love the speaking of facades because I feel like we live in a generation and we live in an era where everything is a facade. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like literally your true, genuine self, where the facade gets dropped, right? That actually used to mean something back in the day, where you used to put up a facade for like at a momentary space in time. Now we live with the facade and we only take the facade down to show a little bit of who we are in certain occasions, essentially, right? This facade today is the fucking default, where back then it was not the default. The true you was the default, and the facade only came in every now and again. Do you know what I mean? But we do live in a very different time that's been molded by social media and digital toxicity. It's a cesspool of garbage, and we kind of just play into that because that's all we see these days.
Without my pride, I reach out from the inside. In your eyes, your eyes, your eyes, in your eyes, in your eyes, the light, the heat, your eyes, I am complete, your eyes, I see the doorway, the thousand churches, your eyes, the resolution, your eyes, of all the fruitless searches. Oh, I see the light and the heat.
I see the light in your eyes from all the fruitless searches. Well, where did you search? Tinder? That's not Tinder at the time, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's crazy when you actually listen to that. You listen to that like back in the day, like all the fruitless searches, and today it's like, bruh, I can search 1,000 different women in a space of like 5 seconds, essentially. It just goes to show you how diluted that got. Anyway, carry on.
Oh, I wanna be that complete. I wanna touch the light, the heat I see in your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes. In your eyes.
love the African feel and the African tones in the background. Very cool. Very cool song. Very cool song. I actually like that song. I've never heard it before. This is the first time I've heard it. I'm pretty sure it's a classic. But some of these classics that I've been told that are classics, I'm not too afraid with. You know what I mean? I know the very, very, very common ones, like the ones that, you know, that'll last forever. But some of these were classics and I never knew they even were. So anyway, very cool track. I like that. I'll catch you on the very next one. Also, for those of you who want to come and engage with the crew and myself, I only have one social media page, and that's the Crew HQ in my own website. It's completely free. You just need to sign up, and it doesn't cost you anything, and you can come and chat to me over there. I love you all. Please stay safe. Please stay healthy. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.